Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Zen from Zen Multiverse, and I hope you're having a great day. So today's episode comes from another question from Rina Brown, and her question is basically Storm and Black Panther. If they had kids, what are my thoughts on if they had kids?
You will never amount to anything. We shall see, brother.
So let me let me tell you something right now. That would be an unstoppable force, not because of the inheritance of Storm's ability. It's because of the two um it's the two role models that that child would have, male or female. We don't know, right? If they would have a girl or a boy. Now, when we think about Storm, Storm is already a goddess in herself, right? Before they even know that she was a mutant, and but she is bounded. She A lot of people don't know this, that she does have magical um bindings, right? She isn't like Dr. Voodoo or anything like that, but her bindings in her lineage allow why they call her a goddess is more than just because of her mutant ability, right? Now, when we think about her mutant ability, now the ability to control the weather. Now, a lot of people don't understand why Storm is an Omega level mutant, right? Level mutant meaning that her power exceeds the limitation of possibility, meaning that we don't know the possibility or the highest feats of her ability. Now, when you think about storms, right, you're only thinking about, oh, storms such as like rain and snow and sleet, right, and things of that nature. But you remember, each planet in the cosmos has their own version of weather, right? If you go to Mercury, there's gonna be like diamond storms and things of that nature, which means that storm can control that. Now, if she could control that, everyone, that means she has the ability to summon it on pretty much any planet that she wants to. The winds of the planet are only confined to the planet, but if she wanted to control the celestial winds, right, she could, right? Celestial meaning outside of the realm of the planet itself, right? The cosmic base winds. Now, her power goes far beyond what our thinking is about weather itself, right? We're only thinking about what we see on the TV when we check the weather on our phones, and that's about it, right? Her ability to control that goes far beyond that. Now, the reason why it's not really her powers that are important, it's her way of thinking, right? The same that can be said for Black Panther. Now, Black Panther is a philanthropist. He is someone who is just one of the highest level of genius on their whole entire planet, and he is the king of Wakanda. Now, the king of Wakanda doesn't mean that he just has power. It means he will do anything for the pride of his nation, right? Now, combine those two mentalities, right? Now, Storm is a leader amongst leaders. She's led the X-Men on many occasions, and her ability to do what's right is second to none. Combine that together, and then having those two parents for a child will only blossom someone who is undeniably going to be someone who will change the face of the planet, right? Not because of their powers, right? We'll talk about possibility of powers, right, in a little bit. But in terms of personality, that person is definitely going to be a leader amongst leaders, right? Someone who will lead many people, regardless if he or she has powers or not. Now, if they do have powers, right, what are the possible combinations, right, that they could possibly have? Ah, man, I don't know. I really don't know. I would like to say, like, oh, it might be, I don't know, honestly, I don't think that if Black Panther and Storm were to have a child, I don't think that their child would be have Storm-based powers. I think they may just have some other powers, right? Um, that has some kind of linkage or lineage to their descendants, right? Um, if they're a mutant, right? Because I would like to believe that even though it's not really talked about, that mutations are stimulated, right, by the DNA expression, right, of the mutant gene, but also by their environment that they live in, right? It's very And what I mean by that is it's funny that when we think about some of the mutants, right? Like Gateway, right? And just other characters that their powers are like teleportation based, right? Um, there's a whole bunch of other characters. If but in reality, if I was to say what power should that character have, I would like them to be, I don't know, like a god of the dead, right? Kind of thing, right? Like they have the ability to control the shadows or to resurrect the dead and utilize them, right? And talk to them, right? I'm just thinking about powers of that Black Panther has used, right, or acquired over time that someone that his child could innately have, right, as his mutant. Like he could talk to spirits, right? And he could also control spirits and resurrect the dead or control the shadows and things of that nature. I think that would be phenomenal if Storm and Black Panther had a child that had that ability, right? That they had a primary power and they had a secondary power. The primary power would be communicating um, communicating with the dead, and the secondary ability would be controlling shadows, right? Kind of like a cloak from Cloak and Dagger kind of thing, but the expression of the abilities might be in the form of Panther, right? Which would be pretty cool. Like he has the ability to summon a Shadow Panther. I don't know. Yeah, it's not that it's just a theory, right? On because they don't have a kid. Do they have a kid? No, they don't have a kid, but their kid would be phenomenal, right? I feel like it would be someone who is intellectually just of the highest echelon, right? One of the smartest people on the planet, or if not, one of the most adept, right? In terms of like strategy and warfare, being able to utilize shadows, right? And then combine them together, right? What if he was able to resurrect the dead and then use the shadows to create shadow armor on those characters? Oh man, it would be so wicked and wild, right? Great question because I'm now thinking about it because I wish I could just plot my imagination on the screen, but that's what it would be. But with that being said, this is Zen from Zen Multiverse saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you're enjoying my content, drop me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop your questions in the comment section so I could do more future episodes on comic book vibes. So the next question, and this is the last question from Rina Brown. It comes in the form of Nightcrawler. Who is his father? Sabretooth is a theory, but so is Magneto. And if Magneto, does that mean Nightcrawler is half brother of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? So I have a very this has been answered in a comic book, so we're gonna do this in the next episode. Take care, everyone. Peace.
Genji here.